When it comes to protecting our homes, we all want security that's reliable, easy to manage, and smart enough to adapt to our daily lives. Over the past few weeks, we've been testing a product that promises to deliver all of that without breaking the bank: the Desloc D110 Plus Smart Security Door Lock. In this review, we're going to share exactly how it performs in real-world use, what makes it stand out from other smart locks, and whether it truly lives up to the promise of giving us visible, remote-controlled security for under $100. So let's start with the basics. Setup. If you're like us, the last thing you want is a so-called smart device that needs a technician to install. Desloc D110 Plus came in a neat box with everything you need. No surprise trips to the hardware store. We took our time, but honestly, if you've ever swapped out a regular deadbolt before, you can probably handle this in about 15 minutes. One thing that helped a lot was the auto-sensing for left or right door swings. It sounds minor, but it's one of those little things that just makes setup less frustrating. Once it was on, we immediately noticed how clean it looked. The all-black panel with its angled screen actually looks pretty modern. It doesn't scream high-tech gadget, but it definitely feels a step up from a standard lock. One thing that makes this lock different from others we've tried is the lock view display. If you've ever stood at your door wondering, "Did I lock this?" or "How much battery do I even have left?" you'll get why this is helpful. We could just glance at it and see battery levels, whether the door's locked, and even if there's a fault that needs attention. It's not exactly groundbreaking technology, but it's super practical. We found ourselves checking it more than we expected, just because it was right there. Sometimes it's the small, obvious features that make daily use feel less annoying. Another area where this lock gets points is the different ways you can unlock it. We tried every option: fingerprint, PIN, the physical key, the mobile app, even asking Alexa to lock it for us. The fingerprint reader in particular works really well. We tested it in all sorts of conditions: wet hands, cold mornings, and it usually recognized us quickly. It's nice that it can hold up to 50 fingerprints. Not that we're about to run a boarding house, but for a regular family, it's more than enough. We like having choices because, let's be real, sometimes your phone's dead or you don't feel like fiddling with an app just to get inside. One big selling point for this lock is the built-in Wi-Fi. A lot of smart locks in this price range need an extra hub or gateway to get remote notifications or control, but the Desloc D110 Plus skips that entirely. The mobile app is straightforward and gives you real-time lock status updates, notifications for who's coming and going, and the ability to lock or unlock the door from anywhere. We tested remote control a lot. We locked ourselves out on purpose, waited down the street, and used the app to unlock it. It worked every single time and the response was snappy. If you're someone who travels often or just likes the peace of mind of checking your door status from your bed, this is a huge plus. No smart lock is worth the money if it can't stand up to daily use or, worse, tampering. The Desloc D110 Plus is BHMA Grade 3 certified, which means it meets industry standards for residential locks when it comes to security and durability. It's also IP54 rated, so it can handle a bit of dust and water spray. We had a few rainy days during testing, and the lock held up perfectly. One feature we hope no one ever needs is the anti-hijacking alarm. If you're forced to open the door under pressure, you can use a special fingerprint or PIN, and the lock will send an alert to everyone linked. It's reassuring, though hopefully you'll never have to think about it. Battery life can be a pain point with smart locks, but so far so good. The D110 Plus runs up to 6 months on just 4 AA batteries. And that can stretch up to 12 months if you use the PowerMax battery management feature. We like that it has a low battery warning on the display, and in the app too. And if you ignore both, because let's be honest, it happens, there's a Type-C port for emergency charging. We didn't fully run the battery down during our test, but it's good knowing you have that backup. The Desloc D110 Plus makes it easy to manage multiple users and tailor the lock to your lifestyle. We set up different fingerprints and PIN codes for everyone in the household and could customize permissions and alerts for each person. So if you want to keep an eye on when someone comes home, like if you've got teenagers, you can. And there's passage mode too, which keeps the door unlocked for parties or busy days when people are coming in and out. Vacation mode, on the other hand, locks everything down when you're away. Pretty straightforward, but handy to have. So how does it actually feel living with this lock? Honestly, it makes our front door feel a bit smarter without adding a bunch of unnecessary fuss. We didn't have to keep keys in our pockets all the time. The auto lock feature gave us peace of mind on the mornings we ran out in a rush, and it just fits into our day-to-day routine in a way that feels natural, which isn't always the case with smart devices. After using the Desloc D110 Plus for a few weeks, it's clear that this smart lock delivers far more than its price suggests. From the fast fingerprint unlock and real-time notifications to the visual lock view display and multiple control options, it checks all the right boxes for convenience, security, and ease of use. For under $100, the Desloc D110 Plus Smart Lock offers security, flexibility, and smart features that rival more expensive competitors. Whether you're upgrading your smart home or installing your very first smart lock, this one makes a strong case. What's your go-to unlocking method? Fingerprint, app, or good old-fashioned key? Let us know in the comments, and if you've used the Desloc, we'd love to hear your experience too.